Get ready for cargo shots from the Strat Times, presented by Hactl. Here's a weekly roundup of the latest air freight and logistics news.
What is next for the global freighter fleet? Airbus 2025 Cargo Global Market Forecast charts the next 20 years of growth and transformation. FedEx expands its reach with 5 new weekly flights linking Asia Pacific to its European hub, strengthening the Asia-Europe corridor. And the 777-300 ERSF gains momentum, which global carriers are forging new partnerships around this next-gen converted freighter, also called the Big Twin. Stay tuned for the biggest headlines from the world of air cargo. I am Reggie John and you are watching Cargo Shots presented by Hactl. Airbus 2025 Cargo Global Market Forecast projects the global dedicated freighter fleet will reach 3,420 aircraft over the next 20 years, a rise of 45% in demand. That includes 815 existing freighters and 2,605 additional aircraft, of which 1,530 are replacements and 1,075 are for fleet growth. Among these additional aircraft, 1,120 will be small, 855 mid-size wide bodies, and 630 large wide bodies. Around 1,670 will come from passenger to freighter conversions, while 935 will be new-built freighters. Airbus forecast air cargo will grow at 3.3% annually versus the world trade at 2.7%, nearly doubling volumes. Asia Pacific and North America together will demand about 1,770 of the new freighters, with older, less efficient types retiring. Operators will replace them with A350 freighter, A320, A321 or A330 P2F aircraft. This shift will support healthcare, essential goods and local businesses in emerging and established markets worldwide over time. FedEx has expanded its Asia-Europe network with 5 new weekly flights connecting Asia Pacific to its European hub in Paris. 3 flights depart from Guangzhou Baiyun International Airport and 2 from Shanghai International Express and Cargo Hub, all operated using Boeing B777 freighters. The expansion raises average daily capacity on the corridor, supporting e-commerce, high-tech, manufacturing and retail sectors, particularly ahead of the year-end festive season. With this addition, FedEx now operates 26 weekly flights between Asia Pacific and Europe, enabling express deliveries within 48 hours. The move also strengthens connectivity from northern Vietnam and complements FedEx hubs in Paris, Cologne, Liège, Istanbul, enhancing resilience, efficiency, and access to Europe's growing import markets. Challenge Group has entered a strategic ACMI partnership with Kalita Air to operate a Boeing 777-300 ERSF on the Tel Aviv-Hong Kong-Tel Aviv route via Dubai, marking its first international deployment of the type. The collaboration allows Challenge Group to gain hands-on experience with the freighter ahead of receiving its own later this year. The 777-300 ERSF, leased from AerCap and registered under Challenge Group's Malta AOC, will be the first of its kind in Europe. Through this partnership, Challenge Group aims to ensure a smooth entry of the aircraft into service, enhancing operational efficiency, sustainability and network flexibility, while Kalita Air supports the introduction with reliable ACMI operations and global deployment expertise. Air Atlanta, Fly Meta, and Hungary Airlines have partnered to operate the 777-300 ERSF, creating a new Central and Eastern European cargo hub. Flymeta will deliver its first 777-300 ERSF in November 2025, operated by Air Atlanta and wet leased to Hungary Airlines from Budapest, serving dedicated routes to mainland China and Hong Kong. A second aircraft will join in early 2026 to expand the capacity. The big twin freighter offers high payload, fuel efficiency, and extended range. The collaboration strengthens cross-border e-commerce connectivity and positions Hungary Airlines as the only wide-body freighter operator in the region. Singapore Changi Airport handled just over 500,000 tons of air freight in the third quarter of 2025, a 3.7% year-on-year rise. Imports surged 10%, underscoring the hub's resilience amid global trade uncertainty. China, the US, Australia, Hong Kong, and India were its top cargo markets during the quarter. The airport also enhanced regional connectivity with JD Airlines' new thrice-weekly Shenzhen service, expanding shipper and forwarder options between Southeast Asia and China. With about 100 airlines operating 7,000 weekly flights to over 160 cities in 50 countries, Changi continues to strengthen its position as a key cargo and trade hub, supported by ongoing service expansions and infrastructure initiatives driving regional air freight growth. All Nippon Airways and Nippon Cargo Airlines will launch a freighter codeshare on October 26, 2025, connecting Japan, Europe, and North America. ANA's code will appear on NCA's Boeing 747 routes to Chicago, New York, Dallas-Fort Worth, Los Angeles, Amsterdam, Milan, and Frankfurt. NCA's code will be added to ANA's Boeing 777 freighter flights from Narita to Chicago and Los Angeles. Following ANA Holdings' full acquisition of NCA in August this year, the combined fleet now includes ANA's passenger network and a freighter fleet of 6 767s, 2 777s, along with NCA's 8 747 freighters. The partnership aims to expand ANA Group's cargo network, boost capacity, and deliver competitive, high-quality services to meet global freight demand. That brings us to the end of this week's Cargo Shots, brought to you by Hactl. For continued coverage and daily updates, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit www.stattimes.com. We will be back next week, bringing you more insights and developments from the world of air cargo. Until then, thank you for watching and stay informed.
You've been watching Cargo Shots from the Start Times, presented by Hactl. See you next week with more updates from the air cargo and logistics industry.